I have been ministering on that word, transformation. And the Lord had me to dig so deep into it. Mary is very much so connected to this word. Because before we can experience transformation, the oil has to be poured. Which means worship can no longer be rushed. For a few minutes, talk about with the people the warfare of rushing worship, because I know there is no way that we can do what we do. Because you have to always make a decision in these programs. When I get up here, I have to always make a decision. Am I going to rush worship just to give a word, when the word is not only birthed out of worship? That's right, that's right, that's right. The word is imparted because of worship. In other words, I can preach something that the people will hear with their ears, but it cannot be imparted into their spirits unless the oil of the anointing breaks the yoke that binds that thing from entering into their bellies. Talk about some of the things that you have encountered, because I want you to hear this, because tomorrow night the worship is going to be thick. Tomorrow night the Lord has already started something. And I want you to be able to look out for these signs when it's time for us to worship God. I want you to recognize what the devil is going to try to do, but it will not work, because he hates worship. He hates us because we worship, because we took his job, because that's what he used to do. And now the Lord has given it to us. Oh, yeah. Who are we that God is mindful of us? Who am I talking? We were created now to give him worship. Talk about that.
It's just funny you say that. I was just talking today to Pastor Shadana there. I was telling her, if worship does not get back to the house of God, first of all, the priests and the Levites in this hour have to go back to the original mandate.
Yes. Yes.
We can no longer in this hour try to be self-promoting and build our own empires. Our job as Levites and priests is to invoke the glory of God so thick in the room. The word says in the New Testament, and I beheld the glory of the Lord as looking into a glass.
Yes.
Because I continued. And so when we rush and try to have this program and move here.
No, go back, because that just hit my spirit. What did you say? I beheld the Lord. Say that again.
Because I continued.
Because I was able to behold the glory of the Lord like looking in a glass, because I continued. Go ahead. That got me.
Then after that continuance is when the glory of the Lord transforms. If worship does not get back to the house of God, not on the clock. There were 30-year-old issues that people are dealing with. 20-year-old issues that people have been dealing with in the church. And because we want to have so much control over our own empires, we won't allow God's glory to come in and do the transformation.
Wow.
I've been in services. I've been invited to places across the nation. Just a few. But I've been robbed of moments while people brought me in.
Wow.
So as a worshiper, I feel inadequate. Because I have not touched the dimension where I know I'm supposed to go.
Right.
Because where we're supposed to go cannot be programmed.
No.
The dimensions we have to tap into have to be dimensions of, first of all, being submitted to the Spirit of God.
Yes.
And whatever he wants for that night, for that hour, for that house.
Yes.
So your worship will change.
Yes.
Contingent upon the atmosphere.
Yes.
Or what needs to be released.
Yes.
But he's still going to be the object.
Yes.
My heart's cry, Dr. Bynum, is that the priest would allow worship to be released in the houses of God like never before.
Jesus.
If they don't get a chance to say a word, let the glory do the work. Let the glory do what the glory can only do.
Do you think that some of that comes to the point that there are so many self-help books and things out that now as pastors and preachers, we have become to the point that we think we are the fixers. That because of knowledge, we can fix it. When it takes the knowledge of God and the Spirit of God that encompasses and causes the presence of the Lord. Now together it becomes the fixer. Because the Bible said, the letter kill it, but the Spirit is what makes alive, makes the thing come alive. And you're watching tonight. We want you to have that supernatural experience. We don't want you to be robbed because you know you're in your house now. So you're not in the church. So tomorrow night, get yourself in a place